my last Instagram challenge video, I took a page that had little to no following and grew it to about 350 followers in a matter of 2 days. Well, a lot of things have happened since my last video, and I've been able to successfully grow that page to over 1K followers on Instagram. Guess what? They're all real followers that I got organically. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to grow an Instagram page from scratch all the way to 1,000 followers in just a matter of few days. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Tawheed. I'm a software engineer and a former startup founder based out of Boston. And on this channel, we explore various ways to capitalize on the digital economy to make some serious bang. In order for you to grow on Instagram and have Instagram start doing a lot of the heavy lifting and a lot of the work for you, there are a few things that you need to start doing right now to make sure that your profile is ready for people to start attracting with. The first and the most important thing that you need to do is you need to focus on optimizing your profile. And what I mean by that is the description area for your profile. When people log in or when people interact with your profile, that is the first thing that they end up reading. So if you have a shitty description, to be honest with you, they're most likely going to leave. You also need to use that opportunity to establish some credibility with that audience or the group of people that you're going after. If you take a look at my brand, for instance, One Pessoa, I had a call to action over there where it said shop now. But what I didn't realize was that because people didn't know a lot about my brand, they were not inclined to actually do shop now. And they were actually not inclined to even follow my page because they thought it was just another sales and another marketing page for people to extract money from. So if you're a small Instagram page, honestly focus on taking out any call to action which is leading to any sales and really focus on crafting a beautiful description to make it more attractive for people to engage with. You'd be surprised to actually know that the Instagram game is fairly straightforward. If you do a few things right, Facebook and Instagram are actually going to be doing a lot to promote your content for you so that you don't even have to do a lot of the heavy lifting. But in order for you to get there, you need to make sure that you have a few things in place to be able to have Instagram do all the work for you. And I'm actually going to be showing you my analytics in a little bit. I actually had one of my posts, several of my posts appear on the Discover page, which is literally were the ones that blew up my Instagram page for me. Alright, so now the description section of your page has been optimized and it's ready for people to start engaging with. But we do have a problem. The problem is that you still don't have a lot of content, or maybe the content that you have on your page currently is just plain old shit. You just don't have good content. Well, to alleviate that and to solve for that, what you can do is go find other pages that you're looking or you're aspiring to be like and literally rip up your content and repost it and just give them credit so that they're happy that you're giving them a shout out, and you're also happy because you're having people engage with your content. To be honest with you, before I got into the Instagram marketing game and before I started messing around with trying to grow an Instagram page, I felt really bad about, copying other people's content and reposting it. But what I realized, to be honest, was that Instagram is full of a bunch of people just reposting other people's content. It's rare for you to see originality, and usually that's the game that everybody plays. So it's important that you find a page that looks like the page that you're trying to aspire to be, copy 10 or 15 of their posts, paste it in post it on your page so that when people go there, they look and see that, oh, this page that I'm interacting with looks really dope, and this is something that I want to keep scrolling on, and this is something that I want to keep interacting with. So here's an example. Take a look at my Instagram page right now. The pictures that I have over there are pretty sick if you were to ask me, and they've been getting a lot of engagement. If you were to ask me, do I own any of the content? Absolutely not. I don't own any of the content. I'm just reposting it and people are engaging with it and people love it. One of the things that you also need to think about is once you start building out an Instagram page, let's say your ultimate end goal was to start selling stuff, right? In the first few months of Instagram, you need to focus on giving the people what they want and not what you want to give them. So if people love seeing men who are well dressed, give that to them. If people love seeing half-naked women, give it to them. If people love seeing cats, give that to them. Stop focusing on what you're trying to get out of the page and really start focusing on what you want them to enjoy from your page. Honestly, it's giving them the content. That is how you establish trust with your followers. So The next thing is to figure out the type of contents that you want to share on your page. For me, I realized that posting videos over pictures actually drives a lot of engagement on Instagram. And what I've also noticed is that getting views on Reels is dirt cheap. Take a look at how much views I've been getting on my Reels so far. What I've noticed is that there's a specific time of the day that if I post a Reel, I've been getting about minimum, I'm getting 1K views on my Reel. What I've also realized though is that although Reels are cheap to get, views on Reels are really cheap to get, they don't necessarily convert into a follow. But what I'm telling you though is it definitely exposes your page to other people to start interacting with. If you have other people interacting with your page or with your post, Instagram is much more likely to be pushing any subsequent contents that you have on the Explore and the Discover page. So if I were you, I'll focus much more on posting Reels than plain old pictures on my page. You're probably asking, yo, Tawheed, where do I get these Reels to start posting? I see all these cool looking Reels that you want me to post, but how do I post them? Where do I post it? Well, here's the deal. What you need to do is focus on finding viral Reel content. You need to start looking at big pages that have been getting a lot of viral content, right? And essentially what you need to do is, if a post is viral or if you find a Reel on the Explore page, what I usually do, copy the link, put it in my repost app and repost it. It's as simple as that. If you find a viral content that is going really viral, chances are there's a reason why it's going viral. If you repost that onto your feed, chances are you might also go viral. It's not guaranteed, but if other people have proven that it works for them, why reinvent the wheel? Just repost it. So at this point, your account is still pretty small. You have a really optimized page. You have some content over there. You've been using some Reels to be able to drive some engagement to your page, but you still see that the numbers are not growing. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me let you into a good old known secret that people do on Instagram called follow and unfollow. Essentially, what you need to do is, Instagram limits you to follow, I believe, around 7,000 followers. What you need to do is simply go follow 7,000 people. Honestly, Instagram is a lot of work and it's a lot of hustle. If you want to see some results, you gotta be willing to put in the work inside. Let me show you a little bit about data of some of the activities that I did on my page in April. And what you can see is that the days that I actually end up following people, I do see a net gain of 23. If I hit my goal, my daily goal for the month of April was to follow 100 people every day. Anytime that I hit my goal, I'm gaining an average of 20 to 25 new followers on a single day. Look, for instance, on April 6th, I surpassed my expectation and I got about 36 new followers. There are days that I've seen 40 followers. And guess what? The days that I end up don't working, take a look on April 14th, for instance. I got lazy, I got no work done, and I only got rewarded with 5 followers. Instagram is a lot of hustle and it's a lot of work. So if you want to see some results, you gotta be willing and you gotta be ready to start putting in the work to be able to see your page grow from nothing to a lot of followers. Another tip that I can give you, which a lot of people don't talk about when it comes to the follow for follow strategy, is what I usually do is simple. When I follow a page or when I follow someone on Instagram, essentially if it's a public page, what I do is that I go onto their profile and leave a thought-provoking comment. What I've seen is that when I leave comments on pages, I end up getting more people to follow me. If I just straight up follow people, well, it doesn't give me the good amount of following that I need. But if I put in that extra effort, that one juice that people don't do, and just simply say, hey, you look beautiful, or hey, I love your picture, chances of them engaging back with me is really high. I mean, think about it, for instance. Who doesn't want to feel good? We're all human beings, and if somebody gives us a compliment, we're much more inclined to respond to them. So I want to let you in onto one last secret that I've never had anybody talk about when it comes to Instagram growth, and that's something I want to share with you. Essentially, I have about 5 or 6 different profiles or different accounts that I manage, and in Instagram, the first few minutes of any post is pretty crucial to it. So whenever I post a content on Instagram, I change to my other profile and simply go in and engage with it. That engagement means simply clicking on the post, the more option on that particular post, it tells Instagram that, oh, this is a post that people are actually clicking more to understand what the heck is going on. Secondly, I save it as well because Instagram tend to respond or tend to push content that they see that people are actually saving, they realize that it's a valuable content, so they tend to push it out more. Another thing is that I take my other account and DM myself. Basically, I am tricking the Instagram algorithm to let it know that a lot of people, or people are actually sending it to other people so that it can even encourage and push it more. Another tip that Instagram loves is people who are consistent. Honestly, it's not even that hard to be consistent on Instagram. What you can simply do is, I'll show you, go to Facebook, download the Facebook Business Suite, I believe that's what the app is called, and go and find a bunch of content that you want to repost and literally just schedule it. Schedule your content for consistency. In a day, you can post 1 or 2 different contents. I know you people might be thinking, oh wow, that's content overload. My followers might be thinking, oh, I'm pushing out too much. But honestly, Instagram loves it. If you're able to do all the things that I talked to you about, I know it's a lot of hustle and it's a lot of hard work. You're actually going to see results. I've shown you personally. I took a page that literally had 0 followers in my last video and grew it to 300 in just a few days. I took that same approach, rinse and repeated, and doubled my followers to over 1K. If you keep doing what I just showed you, you're going to see your Instagram page blow up. And one more thing that I want to leave you off with. Take a look at this page. Take a look at this post that we had on Instagram, for instance. It literally blew up. My page, when it was blowing up, my page had less followers than the amount of likes that I had on there. Think about that for a minute. So you might never know. Your page might end up on an explore page. Oh, and by the way, I've seen it on my other accounts' explore pages multiple times. So it's not a surprise. Anyways, on to my next video. Peace.